Hi, my name's John. Welcome back to another video. I forgot to turn on my light. So in today's video, we are doing the mid-year book freakout tag. I saw other people doing it, so I'm gonna do it. There you go.
Lit.
Maybe I should have looked up the questions. Where is my phone? This is going great, John. You're great at this whole YouTube thing. Oh, there's my phone. I'm gonna preface this by saying, though, I've only read like 6 or 7 books this year so far, so I may be repeating a few answers. Question 1 is best book you've read so far in 2018. I have a couple of answers for this. One is the obvious Restore Me by Tahereh Mafi. I loved this book. It's not perfect by any means, but like the good parts are so good that it just completely out. Oh, my backlight. He's a crap. Again, it's not a perfect book. There are some problematic things. But, you know, it was so just, I love this book so much. And I can't wait for book 5. This next one, I don't know if I can technically say it's my favorite because I'm not even finished with it yet, but I'm definitely finishing it today, and that is The Outsider by Stephen King. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make a whole separate video about this, probably when I'm done filming this, even though I'm like 150 pages from the end. This book is so good. Like, hands down, I was gonna say my favorite Stephen King book, but I've only read 1 or 2 other ones, so who knows. But I love this book so much. If you don't know what this is about, it's basically, I don't really want to tell you much. Pick this up, just know that a kid in this town has been murdered. All the evidence, like there's fingerprints, eyewitnesses, all that points to this one man who's like a Little League coach in the town, and he's like an English teacher, beloved by the town. Everyone loves him. But all the evidence points to him, so the cops are like, we're gonna make a big deal out of this arrest because this is the most gruesome murder we've ever seen in our entire lives. And they go to one of the Little League games and they're like, yo, Terry Maitland, you're under arrest for the murder of so-and-so. And he's like, I didn't do that. And his alibi like checks out with flying colors, and like there's no possible way it is him, but there's also no possible way it isn't him, and it's so good. I love it so much. It's so much more than what I just explained. I probably explained it terribly, but I don't care because I love this book so much. Highly recommend. Two is the best sequel you've read this year. Even though I put this in my favorites of 2017 video, I didn't finish it. In 2017 I finished like the last 100 pages this year, but that is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. Any chance I have to talk about this book, I will. Love the characters in this book, I love the world, I love the magic system, I love everything about it, and I'm very excited for the next series, which my brain is blanking on the name, and it's gonna bother me for the rest of my life. And a character from this is gonna be in that new series, and I'm so excited. 3 is a new release you haven't read yet. That is going to go to A Court of Frost and Starlight. We'll come back to this a little later, but just know that I haven't finished it yet, and I have reasons, but we'll get back to that. 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I wonder what book from one of my favorite authors could be coming out in the second half of the year that I'm just anticipating with every ounce of being in my body. And the cover was just released today, and I'm very so excited for it. Like, I'm sure like none of you have really heard about it, but like I'm very excited. Yeah, A Very Large Expansion of Sea by Tahereh Mafi. I'm so excited. Like, I cannot wait for this book. I'm not entirely sure on the release date, but I think it comes out somewhere around my birthday. I know that much. So I'm gonna get it as a birthday present to myself from myself. Question 5, biggest disappointment. Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. You all know I love this world and these characters. And I've said I could literally watch them go shopping for 175 pages. I didn't mean it. I tried to read this book. I got probably 4 chapters in before I was like, no. This is labeled as a bridge book between the original trilogy and the next trilogy, or the continuation. Whatever the heck it is at this point, I don't know. Wanted to like this book. All of us wanted to like this book, and I think only like 2 people liked this book. Nothing happens. Like, I've had people spoil me on it. I honestly didn't care. And I heard like the next series doesn't even follow a character from the original trilogy. So like you can't even say this is a bridge book because it in no way correlates to whatever's going in the next. I may give it a go and try to finish it, maybe just breeze through it on audio, but yeah, I'm very disappointed that I'm not liking this at all. Question 6 is biggest surprise. Ooh, got it. Hands down 100% Misery by Stephen King. This is the first Stephen King book I've ever read. I just picked it up on a whim because I'd heard good things about this and it sounded interesting, and it's one of his shorter books, so I was ready for that. This book was so interesting and so creepy, and just, I loved it so much. If you don't know what this is about, it's basically about this writer named Paul Sheldon.
Paul Sheldon!
And this person whose name, Annie or something like that, and she is Paul's biggest fan.
I'm Paul Sheldon's #1 fan.
She loves his Misery series. And one day, Paul's driving and he ends up in a really, really bad car accident. Completely ruins both of his legs. However, Annie finds him and she takes him back to her house because she's conveniently a nurse. But then she holds him captive and forces him to write a book for her. And she's psycho, she's crazy. I loved this book. If you're looking for a first Stephen King book, I recommend this. I really, really enjoyed this. Question number 7 is new favorite author, debut, or new to you? Okay, the only person I can answer for this, Stephen King. I'm obsessed with his books now. I've only finished Misery. I got like 175 pages into this one, Needful Things. Wasn't my thing at the moment, but I am gonna pick it back up because I'm trash. This book is just amazing. I said it before. Literally saw this at Walmart. Have no idea what it's about, but I bought it because Stephen King. I'm kind of real into his books now. Question number 8 is newest fictional crush. And question number 9 is newest favorite character. So I'm just gonna say the same thing for this one question because I love this character so much. And that is Nazira from Restore Me by Taha Adamafi. I love her so much. She is the blood in my veins, the air in my lungs, the reason I live. She seasons my chicken. She clears my acne. She is so good. So if it looks like a different day, different outfit, different location, different everything, it is. I was interrupted filming yesterday because we were going to see the new Jurassic World movie. It was okay. But now I'm here and I need to finish filming this video, so. Question number 10 is a book that made you cry. I don't really ever cry in books. Restore Me, it had its tear-jerking moments. It had just... Question number 11, a book that made you happy. Honestly, rereading these 3 books this year, it gave me so much joy and so much happiness that just, I love this series. You all know this. I gotta stop talking about this series. It's basically all I've talked about this entire video. Shatter me, shatter me, shatter me, shatter me, shatter me, shatter me. Read Shatter Me. Question number 12 is the most beautiful book you've bought or received this year. The book I'm gonna say I don't own yet, but I plan on buying very soon because it is gorgeous. Children of Blood and Bone. That book is so gorgeous. I love the cover. I've been meaning to buy it, but I've been on a book buying ban, but I've broken that a few times this year now. And question number 13 is a book that you need to read by the end of the year. For this, it is hands down going to be The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I've had this book on my shelf for probably 2 or 3 years now. I've been meaning to read it, but I know that it's gonna like emotionally wreck me. That's what I hear. I'm not prepared for that. I don't know if I want that. I hear too many good things about this book that I can't ignore it. So, you know, there's that. And that was the mid-year book freakout tag. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. The links are all in the description. I will see you all next time with a new video. Goodbye.